Scion FRS, Toyota 86, Subaru BRZ. Well, you're gonna get these cup holders as a combo. Even if you're not mechanically inclined person, you probably know electricity and liquids do not play alone. It's always fun to see Toyota trying to babysit you when you finally find the way how to turn off the traction control and stability control. It's driving dynamics. That's like you take together everything negative that I have to say about this car and just throw it in a dumpster. Hey, you all wondering what would be the next crazy name for this Toyota Subaru collaboration? I guess we'll see, and for all of you who missed it, it's not a Scion anymore. This is basically BRZ with the magic Toyota logo up front that sells more cars than any other brand. So is it a good driver's car? Can it be better than Miata? Should you pick manual or automatic for the same price? Today we're gonna answer this and many other questions. My name is Dennis, this is for Live Test Drive, shall we? Stop the video. Just stop it. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell and watch the newest and coolest bikes, cars, parts, gear every single week as soon as they come out. Let's go back to the review. Let's talk about the style. The looks. Man, this beautiful green color is awesome. Yes, it's gonna cost you $2,000 extra. You're gonna get exclusive green Hakone color and you will get those cool looking bronze wheels. I like the small details, like a small spoiler on the back. Nothing big, nothing fancy, this car doesn't need it. I just wish to see things like hood vents functional, not just a placeholder, because this boxer engine, when you drive it hard, gets really hot. I think I even know why they didn't do it. I even had to stop once on the middle of freeway to double check the hood because the metal that they use for the hood is very thin. So driving like 65-70 miles an hour on freeway, you can see how this hood is flexing. And now if you're gonna add some vents left and right, well, I think this hood is gonna be dancing. The other issue, for the past week I've been driving and carrying all my stuff on the back seats. The reason, well, the trunk stopped working. And I've tried the button here. I actually have tried to push the button on the trunk itself. I did every possible move, including the key fob. Locked and unlocked the doors, tried different ways to approach it. Nothing. I guess even the Toyota logo on the hood is not a major cure for some Subaru issues. In terms of styling, I have to say bravo for the headlights and taillights. Those look great, especially during the nighttime. What about the engine? Well, nothing really changed here. You have 2-liter boxer engine. And if you don't know, the boxer engine is something where your cylinders is gonna be flat. So it makes your engine lower, so you keep your weight closer to the ground. Now take a note, when you're gonna pick and choose, make sure to pick the manual transmission, and I'll explain you why. There is no difference in terms of the pricing when you're gonna buy automatic or manual. Surprise, surprise, they don't charge you anything extra. But where you're gonna see a difference in terms of horsepower and torque numbers. I'm talking about 205 horsepower and 156 pound-feet of torque when you buy a manual transmission. When you go with automatic, easy. you're gonna lose 5 horsepower and 5 pound-feet of torque. By the way, no negatives driving this automatic transmission. It shifts, it clicks the gears pretty quick. The rev mention shifts really smoothly, and when you have over 7,000 RPMs to work with, well, it goes. What about the interior? As part of the Hakone package, you're gonna get those bucket seats, and they will have Alcantara inserts. So altogether, this brown leather plus Alcantara makes it less Spartan. I have to say, after driving this car for 600 miles in 1 week, well, they're comfortable. Leather wrapped steering wheel, Alcantara inserts on the dash with 86 logo stitched. It all looks good. Don't get me wrong, this is a sporty car. Well, thanks for having the interior. It all looks fine until you meet the design at its finest. I'm talking about the armrest. First, this piece of junk cost $199, and yes, this is an option. It's short, flimsy, uncomfortable, and they didn't stop there. Underneath, they have 2 cup holders, and guess what's gonna happen when you try to take your water bottle? Well, you're gonna get these cup holders as a combo. And now I have to figure out how to put it back. And they didn't stop there. Even if you're not mechanically inclined person, you probably know electricity and liquids do not play alone. And with this genius armrest, with this genius cup holder, you have 12-volt outlet right next to it. What are the odds that somebody is gonna spill some coffee right to this outlet when you have such a loose cup holder? So get this car, get some glue, or buy some fuses. Oh my, that's something Toyota and Subaru should come together and fix it like yesterday. Style of the buttons and switches, everything looks good for this 86. I would definitely drop this cheap looking clock, because right now with the new infotainment system you have the clock right there on the screen. When Toyota gets blamed for years, like, where's our Android Auto and Apple CarPlay? They just give up and just go to the Chinese market and say, guys, we need a stereo. That's exactly what you see here. Some sort of a no-name that's slammed here. And surprise, surprise, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it works great. And yet again, another issue. There's no place to leave your phone. And I don't trust the cup holder, okay? You have 8-speaker sound system, and it works just fine. I would love to see some improvement here, or at least an option for the premium stereo, because it feels like you have all the sound in front of you and nothing behind. Let's talk about driving dynamics. That's like you take together everything negative that I have to say about this car and just throw it in a dumpster. Because this 2020 Toyota 86 Subaru BRZ or Scion FRS, whatever you call it, can compete with the best driver's car. And right now I'm talking about Miata. Just to compare, this is 10 inches longer in terms of the wheelbase, and you can feel it right away. You got more space inside. And even if you are like 6'2", like myself, you still have some space on top of you to fit with the helmet. In terms of the weight, you will see the difference. I'm talking about 400 pounds extra. And the biggest difference that you should know, it feels very light on the front end, when the Miata, in my view, is more balanced. So the engine sits up front, and you would imagine you've got some weight up front, so the front wheel's supposed to be planted. But not the case here. When you take corners hard, you got this feel that the front end is very light, and you get more grip on the rear, which is totally surprising for me. I do believe that you can improve a lot by just skipping every possible option when you build in one of those and just go with Toyota TRD handling package. You will improve a lot And I'm talking about a lot in terms of handling for this car. Yes, this is something pricey, $2,330. But it will improve the suspension, it will give you Brembo brakes. The biggest difference in terms of TRD package and any other option, you're gonna get Michelin Pilot 4 tires. And this is the rubber that can help you to explore the limits of this car. But even without TRD package, really good driving dynamics, good suspension setup, and great feedback. It's always fun to see Toyota trying to babysit you when you finally find the way how to turn off the traction control and stability control. Even if you're gonna spend some time and find a way how to turn it off, it's still gonna be on. I wish to see active exhaust, so it would be cool to switch it to the track mode, get a little bit more power, get a little bit more exhaust noise. In other words, just make it exciting. Yes, there is a $1,100 option, which is Toyota TRD Pro exhaust. I don't know if it's gonna sound good or not, never had a chance to test it, but I just hope it's gonna be a good soundtrack because this engine goes beyond 7K RPMs and it should sound good with better exhaust system. Scion FRS, Toyota 86, Subaru BRZ. If you know something about cars, you can tell the big horsepower numbers and things like that are only for those who can drive the car fast and straight. For me, driving is when you have tight corners, different roads, and you can even spend some time doing track days. This 2020 Toyota 86 Hakone Edition is definitely a good driver's car. Totally different than Miata, and you have those back seats that could be a great cargo area for your tires or luggage. I do like style, color, headlights, and it's got really affordable pricing. And if you're looking for something that's gonna make you a better driver, definitely put 2020 Toyota 86 on your list and go check it out.